MSU TV is on the air, bringing you the best student-produced educational, entertaining, and informative programming. Broadcasting out of Breckenridge Hall on the campus of Morehead State University, MSU TV is signing on.
Good evening and welcome to NewsCenter. I'm Chris Nolan.
And I'm Haley Murphy. This is your news for November 15th, 2012.
Communication majors may have noticed when pre-registering for classes that their majors no longer exist. NewsCenter's Nina Cottle takes a look.
Morehead State University has introduced 2 new majors for the upcoming semester. NewsCenter got a chance to speak with Dr. Noel Earl about the change.
We have been looking for a while at where we were and what we needed to change to make our majors more marketable, and also to find out what other universities were doing, where were their communication majors changing, what areas did we need to incorporate. And so after taking a look at several universities and seeing what was happening out in business and industry and the corporate world, we decided that there weren't too many other universities that focused on strategic communication and convergent media. So we thought that would be 2 good places for us to land the plane. And so we decided then to change the curriculum to meet those 2 areas so that we could be a more forward-looking, a little more cutting edge, certainly a more marketable program for both our communication majors and our more the media students. There is no magic formula for who stays in the old and who converts to the new. I and all of the faculty in this department are taking a look on it as a student-by-student basis to see what's better for them in terms of time. We want them to graduate in a timely fashion. But it's up to the students. Some students want to switch, and that's fine. Nobody's going to lose hours. We're going to be plugging in hours. We're going to be substituting classes. So there's no concern about that. It just takes a little bit of patience, a little bit of time to finesse what classes are we going to plug in where. But we're getting it done, and so it's up to the student. It's not going to change graduation. We'll fix it one way or the other.
Some students may wonder if there are any benefits to switching to one of the new majors.
It's much more paralleled with what's happening in the world now, so that our students are going to be better served in terms of getting them prepared for the marketplace, to make them more marketable, to give them a much wider range of possibilities with jobs in both strategic communication and also convergent media.
Dr. Earl has advice for students worried about their spring semester schedule.
Number 1, first and foremost, I'm always going to say, go see your advisor. Because everybody and all the advisors in the department know what courses plug in, And we do the course substitution sheets, so we're all working together. And if one department faculty member is a little bit nervous about, I'm not sure if this, you can ask another one, they can come see me. That is no problem, but it's easy. We'll get it. We'll get it figured out.
For NewsCenter, I'm Nina Cottle.
Saturday's earthquake is still causing concern in one eastern Kentucky city. Officials were in the city of Jenkins Wednesday afternoon to inspect the dam after local engineers noticed a few problems following the 4.3 quake. The dam was built in 1912, and Mayor G.C. Kinser says they are constantly checking it. When it was noticed that water at the base of the dam had increased, Kentucky's Department of Water was called. City engineers said that while all dams are prone to leak, the stream since the earthquake has grown 10 times. Mayor Kinser does not want citizens to worry about the dam and assures that the right people are investigating the matter.
A former Eastern Kentucky school superintendent has been sentenced to 2 years in federal prison for leading a vote-buying conspiracy during the 2010 primary elections. In addition to his sentence, 66-year-old Arch Turner was also fined $250,000. U.S. District Judge Karen Caldwell called Turner's crimes heinous and cynical because they struck at the center of the democratic process. Turner pled guilty earlier this year, admitting to withdrawing cash from his personal bank account and giving it to co-conspirators to buy votes.
Marion County Sheriff's deputy has died after being shot in the line of duty. Kentucky State Police say the incident occurred when Deputy Carl Anthony Rakes pulled a car over around 2 a.m. Wednesday. Rakes was shot during the traffic stop and later died while undergoing surgery at Springview Hospital. KSP troopers arrested the suspect, 49-year-old Dwayne Shipp, later that morning. Shipp has been charged with murder and was taken to University Hospital in Louisville for a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Deputy Rakes was 31 and had been with the Marion County Sheriff's Office for 6 years and served on the Lebanon Police Department prior to becoming a deputy.
A new study shows that Kentucky is one of the 5 states with the highest rates of antibiotic use. The study found that Kentuckians have continued to abuse antibiotics during the past decade. Dr. Mitchell Wicker of the Hazard Clinic says too many people rely on antibiotics to cure every little sneeze and sniffle, and that overusing antibiotics can lead to a dangerous decline of the pill's effectiveness. Wicker suggests that sometimes doctors overprescribe when they are unsure if the patient's illness is bacterial or viral. Wicker says that those with minor illnesses should try to take less antibiotics and have more patience.
A Northern Kentucky minister who told his followers that society is in its final days has been sentenced to 3.5 years in prison for failure to pay income taxes. 63-year-old Ronald Wineland was sentenced on Wednesday and was ordered to pay $245,000 in back taxes, as well as a $7,000 fine. Wineland was convicted in June of 5 counts of income tax evasion for failing to pay taxes on $4.4 million in income from 2004 to 2007. Wineland's lawyers say they're considering appealing the sentence.
We'll be right back with a quick look at weather with Don Young and NewsCenter Notices featuring a representative from Chi Omega.
Morehead State University's new state-of-the-art Recreation and Wellness Center offers you the opportunity to get in shape. Come enjoy our track overlooking the basketball courts, or take our bikes, ellipticals, treadmills, Stairmasters, and other cardio machines for a spin to help you break a sweat. And once you've worked up and breathing, pump some iron down in our weight room. Come visit MSU's new Recreation Wellness Center, open 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. on weekdays today. Do you wish there was somewhere you could go for all your university-related purchases? Did you know that there is? The University Bookstore, located on the first floor of ADUC, has all of your answers. They have school supplies, art supplies, university apparel, and of course, textbooks. Be sure to stop by and visit the University Bookstore today.
Good evening and welcome back to NewsCenter. I'm Don Young. Right now it's about 50 degrees outside and it was sunny earlier, but we're going to begin to see that sunshine go away as it gets later, like it always does. But right now I'm still around 50 degrees, but that temperature is going to be sharply dropping off rather quickly. But we didn't come close to either of the high or the low records today, set back in 71 at a high of 77, so nowhere near that today. And luckily we were nowhere near 14 degrees set back in 1916. So that's a good thing. Taking a look at your temperatures across the Commonwealth, you can see it's 50 degrees in Lexington right now. Ashland seeing temperatures around 51. Capital of Frankfort seeing temperatures around 50, so about average across the whole state. Bowling Green, the hot spot, a little warmer at 56. Going up to Covington towards Cincinnati, seeing temperatures around 48. So a little cooler up north. Ashland temperatures around 51, Jackson 52. And London temperatures around 53. So about the same, low to mid 50s all across the Commonwealth. Taking a look at your Doppler radar, you can see that it's totally clear across the state today. A rather nice day. And we're going to be seeing more of this weather into the weekend. It's not going to be as warm as it was last weekend, but still should be quite nice overall. But we'll have more for you on that shortly. But for now, let's take it to Haley Murphy with NewsCenter Notices.
Today on NewsCenter Notices, we have Hannah Hawks, the Community Service Chair for Chi Omega. How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Doing good. So this past Monday, Chi Omega had their Follies event, which is held every year. Can you tell us a little bit more about what Follies is?
Follies is a competition between groups who want to participate. They pay $30 and they just compete against each other. And most of them dance, but some of them sing and do skits and stuff like that. So they compete for awards to help us raise money for our philanthropy.
And the philanthropy is Make-A-Wish, correct?
Yes.
Can you explain that a little bit more to you?
The Make-A-Wish Foundation, the Chi Omega has been nationally paired with them since 2001. So all the chapters of Chi Omega, it's our national philanthropy. So that's what all of our money goes for.
That's awesome. Okay, so this year we had, you had a wish child named Nick, correct?
Yes, our wish child was Nick, but unfortunately he couldn't be there. But his wish is to go to Disney World, and so our representative for Make-A-Wish hooked us up with Haley, and she went to Disney World this past summer, and so she got to come and hang out with us. And the show is all about her, and she helped us raise money for Nick.
All right. So and Haley actually got to pick some of her favorite from the show, right?
Yes, her favorite performance was the BCM.
What other acts did you all have? Who else won awards?
We had Pi Kappa Alpha, and they did an Olympic swimming award, and then Sig Ep, and they did a Grease thing, and Delta Zeta, and they did Charlie and Chocolate Factory.
All right. So what other events do you all do to raise money for Make-A-Wish?
Along with Follies, we also do our silent auction, and we did that during homecoming this year at the tailgate, and our girls put together baskets from donations to help raise money, and people came and bid on them.
So how much does it usually cost to grant the wish for one child?
For one child to grant the wish, it's about $6,000. So we raise about that much between Follies and our silent auction.
And that wish usually includes their family as well, correct? They get to go too?
Their whole family gets to go, and the wish child, and everyone gets to go and enjoy.
So this year, I know you said Haley was there, correct?
Yes, she was there, and this past summer she went to Disney World.
Okay, yeah. All right, so how much, you said it takes around $6,000 to grant a wish. Has Chi Omega granted a wish every year that they've been associated?
Yes, at least for the past 10 years since we've been with Make-A-Wish. Follies have been around for a long time, but since we've been with Make-A-Wish that we have every year, raised enough money to grant a wish.
Okay, and how long does it usually take Chi Omega to prepare for Follies?
We probably start preparing around September, the end of September, and the girls start dancing, practicing their dances, and then the community service chairs start organizing things and just getting ready for the day.
And this year it was sold out in Button, correct?
Yes, there's only standing room by the end of when it was time to start.
That's awesome. Do you have the total of how much was raised this year yet?
We have not yet, but I'm very confident that we have raised enough to grant our wish.
That's awesome. All right, well we actually have some footage from this year's Follies event, so let's take a look at that. That was awesome. You can tell that everybody put a lot of effort into it this year.
Yes, they did. All of our girls worked really hard.
Do you guys get to see the routines before they're performed, or is it a surprise to you as well?
The community service directors, we get to watch them and to make sure everything's going smooth, and as far as timing goes, and so we know what they want to do for that afternoon. But for all of our other girls, in the chapter, it's all a surprise, and they get to watch the night just like everybody else.
I know you guys keep the theme secretive every year. Does that stay a secret this year as well?
Yes, it always stays a secret. That way it's a big surprise, and it just makes it more fun and builds anticipation, I think.
All right, well thank you so much for being with us here today, and I hope that you all grant Nick's wish. We'll be right back with another look at weather and Adrena Anderson with sports.
For students pursuing a career in the medical health field, come check out the new MSU Share Building. The Share Building is located right below St. Clair Hospital on Fleming Avenue. This building will offer students the chance to further their understanding of medical health and prepare them for a future with state-of-the-art hands-on classes.
All that we are is the result of what we have thought. The mind is everything. What we think, we become. I'm Tony Hobbs, host of MSPR's new show, Good Vibes. Each week, I'll be sifting through hours of material to bring you the best in adult alternative music. You can expect to hear from bands such as Coldplay, Mumford & Sons, The Kicks, and much more. Good Vibes, Mondays from 7 to 10 p.m. on Morehead State Public Radio.
How does my Morehead State help me?
How does my Morehead State help me?
How does my Morehead State help me?
Email SkyDrive Blackboard references.
Calendars, maps, news, weather.
It helps me truly connect to my students in and out of class.
It provides me with a tool to succeed in academics and tennis.
Using My Morehead State helps me to stay productive and organized.
Welcome back to NewsCenter. I'm Don Young. Already cooled off a little bit since the show began its broadcast, down to 49 now already. Still nice and clear across the state. Humidity around 48% with winds in the northwest at 6 miles an hour. Overall, it's been a beautiful day though. Take a look at your temperatures across the Commonwealth. Down in Bowling Green, the hot spot, temperatures around 56. Louisville, the Derby city, seeing temperatures around 50. Same in Frankfort, the capital, and Lexington. Up towards Covington, a little cooler, about 48. And down in London, temperatures around 53. Jackson, seeing temperatures around 52. And Ashland, 51. So overall, in the mid-50s to low 50s. Not bad. Taking a look at your Doppler radar, courtesy of WKYT, you can see that it's quite clear across the entire state. Not a whole lot going on anywhere. So that's good news. And we're going to be seeing some more of this into the weekend with a few clouds moving in, but minor. Shouldn't cause any problems. Taking a look at your national radar, you can see over in South Carolina and North Carolina, they're seeing a few storms down that way, but those are going to miss us. As you can see, the tri-state's completely clear, nothing going on at all. Moving into the central Midwest, you can see that there's a few little scattered showers out in there, nothing we really need to worry about though. Down in California, they're seeing a little bit of rain down that way, so a few showers here and there across the United States, but nothing major, not like last week. Taking a look at your satellite coverage, you can see those storms a little better and how they're going to kind of move this way. The storm in this middle here, probably going to move up like that, should miss us, so we shouldn't see anything from that, but we will see a few clouds over the weekend, but nothing major. It's going to be mostly sunny. Taking a look at your temperatures across the United States, you can see down in Texas, a hot spot of 74. Florida, a little close at 62, but still pretty cool across the entire country, although the south is usually a little bit warmer. Up towards Washington and Idaho, you can see temperatures are in the mid to low 30s, so quite cool over that way. New York, Connecticut, seeing about the same temperatures. So kind of nice at our 50 degrees here in the Commonwealth. Tonight, it's going to be another pretty clear night. Going to cool off quite a bit though. It's going to get down to 29 again tonight. Sunset we'll be seeing here in about 15 minutes, so another very cold night. Tomorrow, going to be a pretty nice day. Sunny, high of 52. Not the warm temperatures we seen last weekend, but should still be pretty nice overall. Yeah, a little bit of sunshine tomorrow. Going to be 1 or 2 clouds in the sky. Nothing to really worry about. Should be quite nice. Taking a look at your 5-day forecast. As I was saying, tomorrow we're going to be seeing temperatures around 52 with a low of 30. It's already warming up overnight a little bit. Moving into Saturday, we're going to be seeing some more sunshine with a little bit warmer weather, a high of 57. Still not the same temperatures we seen last weekend, but overall quite nice for this time of year. Moving into Saturday night, a low of 31. Moving into Sunday, a high of 57 and a low of 33 with some more sunny weather. Monday, we're going to be seeing those clouds I talked about moving into the area with a high of 58 and a low of 42. And that's going to be the end of the warmer temperatures coming in. We're going to be cooling back off Tuesday with a high of 53 and a low of 44. And we're going to be seeing those clouds moving more into the area with a chance of a few showers here and there. So overall, pretty nice weekend. Not as warm as last weekend, but kind of surprised. I figured it would rain all weekend.
Yeah, definitely. I'm hoping this weather holds out for Thanksgiving break.
For sure. Well, let's take it to Adrena Anderson with sports.
Your home for the Morehead State Eagles, this is NewsCenter Sports. After recently finishing first in the OVC, Morehead State Volleyball Eagles now have much more reason to celebrate. Senior Ellie Roberson has received the Ohio Valley Conference Player of the Year award. Roberson, a right side hitter, led the league in kills for the second straight season. She also received Player of the Week honors 5 times this season. Head coach Jamie Gordon was named OVC Coach of the Year after his impressive 16-0 OVC record this season. This is Gordon's 3rd Coach of the Year award. Senior Annie Gruenschlager has also named to the OVC All-Team. Gruenschlager established Morehead State's career block assist record this year, and this is her 2nd All-Conference award. The Volleyball Eagles continue to play as the OVC tournament gets underway tonight. MSU enters the tournament as the top seed and will face the 8th seed UT Martin tonight at 7 p.m. Following a 67-47 loss to Maryland on Monday, Morehead State's basketball Eagles are eager to avenge their loss. The men's basketball team is set to open their 2012-2013 home schedule tonight against Alice Lloyd. The Eagles currently sit at a 1-1 record with a season opener win against LIU Brooklyn and Monday's loss against Maryland. Tonight's opener at Johnson Arena takes place at 7 p.m. This weekend, Morehead State football Eagles will close their 2012 season. The Eagles are set to take on Pioneer Football League foe Valparaiso. The Eagles currently have a 14-3 advantage in the all-time series between the two teams. Morehead State is currently sitting at a 3-7 overall with a 5-2 record in PFL play. Coming off a 41-28 loss against the San Diego, the Eagles are looking to close the season strongly. Game time Saturday is set for 1 p.m. at Jane Stadium. And now for NewsCenter's famous sports trivia. How many regular season titles has head volleyball coach Jamie Gordon led the Lady Eagles to? Is the answer A, 10, B, 7, C, 3, or D, 5?
I know they've had some great seasons, so I'm going to go with 7 on this one. I don't think they've got to 10 yet, though.
I'm going to have to agree with Dawn and say 7 as well.
I'm going to go with 10.
Oh, well, the answer is 5, so right there in between. Like we said earlier, they just did finish up their regular season with a 16-0 overall record. The Lady Eagles are looking great. They actually get the home field advantage because they're hosting the OVC tournament this weekend, so you guys might want to go out and check that out and root on the Lady Eagles.
Give them 2 more seasons, it'll be 7.
I mean, they've won three regular season titles in a row, so, I mean, and they're seniors. They're great impact players out there on the court, so I think that the Lady Eagles have a strong advantage going into this OVC tournament, and I honestly think that they'll get another ring.
I hope so.
Well, thank you. So, you guys, we'll be right back after a quick break.
For students living both on and off campus, come check out the new POD store, located in Alumni Tower. POD store is a great way for students on campus to go grocery shopping without leaving campus, or for students looking for a place to spend flex dollars on drinks, snacks, and supplies. Remember, if you're by Alumni Tower, visit the POD store to the right of the catwalk for products on demand when you want them.
At the Morehead State University Recreation and Wellness Center, have the time of your life getting in shape. Free of charge to all students.
Claypool Young Art Gallery, located in the center of campus, offers a wide variety of art pieces from various contemporary artists in America. Exhibitions rotate approximately once a month and also host art pieces created by Morehead State University students, allowing art majors to experience the learning process of showcasing their art. Claypool Young Art Gallery. Come on over today and be inspired by aspiring MSU artists.
The Communication and Public Relations Department at MSU have a lot to offer students. Brianna Perry takes a closer look.
There is so much to learn from the Public Relation and Communication departments. Some professors took some time to explain what it is each area does, as well as an in-depth look at each department.
If you are currently a communication studies major, your focus is typically in interpersonal communication, organizational communication, small group communication. Our public relations students, they're very involved, and they have traditionally been in the past working with nonprofits here in the community as well as in the region. The university serves the 22 County Service Region, so we've had our students trying to get them out involved in the communities that we serve. And so our students could be making press releases, PR kits, creating brochures.
So we focus on things like persuasion, argumentation, small group problem solving, public relations, information management, leadership, conflict treatment, issues like that.
Professor Manis explained what it is he hopes students will learn from the PR and comm departments to better help them prepare for the future.
Communication is essential in whatever field that you go into. We tell our students all the time in our basic speech courses that you have to know how to communicate with others to be effective, and that's regardless of what discipline you go into. If you go into biology, if you go into education, if you go into health promotion, regardless of where you go, you need to know how to communicate and get your point across to other people. You may not always be up in front of a group of people speaking to them, but you'll certainly have to be able to talk to one another and be able to interpret messages.
For more information on either department, contact Dr. Noel Earl, n.earl@moreheadstate.edu. Reporting for NewsCenter, I'm Brianna Perry.
If students in the communication department are looking for ways to enhance their resumes, they may want to consider the Adobe certification exam. NewsCenter's Adam Black has more.
The Adobe certification exam is a great way to make students stand out when applying for jobs, according to Tony Glover, the Adobe certification program coordinator at MSU.
The Adobe certification program, if you go through and say you have your certification in Dreamweaver, or if you have it in Premiere Pro for video editing, that's going to help you get from that large pile of applicants down to at least getting the job interview. Nothing guarantees you a job, but at least it makes your resume stand out, your portfolio stand out, and it comes with a internationally recognized accreditation.
Students wishing to take the exam have 4 programs in which they can choose from: Photoshop, Premiere Pro, Dreamweaver, and Flash. The cost of the exam is $50, and students can get a discount if wanting to take more than one.
We have been providing students who want to take multiple exams in the same semester, we have been providing them a discount because we believe after you've paid the initial fee, the others we've been charging $25 for, like if you take Premiere and then say you wanted Photoshop, it will only cost you $75 versus $100.
Glover says they offer study aids for the exams in the Digital Media Learning Center and also offer tutors and DVDs. With this certification, it opens a lot of jobs to students, says Glover.
This past summer, we actually had people calling and requesting, because they saw where we had added the program into some of our degrees, and they were saying, do you have any juniors or seniors who are looking for internships? We want students who can edit, but we want them to have the credential when they come in, so we don't have to sit down and spend time training them. We know they'll be able to use the software when they walk in the door.
Reporting for NewsCenter, Adam Black.
Glover says the exam can be given any day of the week between 9:30 a.m. and 4 p.m. To schedule a test or get more information, contact Tony Glover at c.glover@moreheadstate.edu.
All right, Haley, so just a week till Thanksgiving. What kind of plans do you have?
Well, Thanksgiving and my birthday are actually on the same day this year, so I'm going home to see my family, and I got to pick out, what we're having for dinner, and kind of got to make our plans for the evening, so it should be a pretty good time.
Sounds great. Where's home at? Is it in Kentucky? Or
Yes, it's not too far away, so about an hour drive for me. So not too bad, but I'm excited to get to see some relatives I haven't seen since I left for college, actually, so it'll be a good time.
It's great. I'm going back to family, too. Family lives in Atlanta, so a little bit longer of a drive, but I'm looking forward to it.
All right, definitely.
Well, on behalf of Don Young with weather, Adrena Anderson with sports, and the rest of the NewsCenter team, I'm Chris Nolan.
And I'm Haley Murphy. Have a great evening.